Hello. So something I noticed about this play was how the tone felt very real to me. I think it's because it was people's actual words, it was them in actual conversation, so nothing felt like formed or pointed. I mean, it was obviously pointed, but it wasn't, the actual lines weren't as pointed as in a normal play because it was from actual conversation. One value I think that came up is this idea of acceptance versus not having acceptance, and this affected people like Matthew's friends and family accepting him because he's gay, and other queer people in the community. I think it affects all the different religions that are there. It showed all those different pastors justifying their feelings and what they believe in. And then I think just in general, the people of the community having to decide whether they're going to accept homosexuality or not. A second value I think that comes up at the end is what is fair versus justified. Specifically, if Aaron should get the death penalty or not. And this question of what is fair and what is just circles back around to a lot of people to have to think about, including the pastors in the churches, the community members, Matthew's family, and the jury. So something I looked up was coverall. I wasn't really sure if it was the same thing as an overall. After I looked it up, it gave me a better idea of the community and what it's like to be in Wyoming. Obviously, it's not a fashion-forward place. Just helped me get a mental picture of these community members. So I think this town was a cute little quiet town until now. Laramie, I think it's full of people with different religions and similar viewpoints, but different. I do think there's a difference between accept and tolerate in the case of this play. I think that most of the people in Laramie choose to tolerate homosexuality. Some don't even tolerate, but the majority of people that the play talks to, they don't accept them. And then I think a good example of this is, I believe in the play it says live and let live, so like you can do your thing and I'll do my thing and leave me alone and there won't be any problems. I think that the theater group wants us to walk away considering our viewpoints and how we view homosexuality and different things in our lives, and get us to really consciously think about things that we could be doing to break down these stigmas. And then I think this could happen in Columbus, but it would be very different because homosexuality is definitely more accepted, but it absolutely could happen. 3 examples. So one example of why this is episodic is there's many characters, and they're all being played by different people that the narrator comes back to. A second one is that there's a lot of individual episodes. Sections keep getting repeated, like the health updates. And the last one is how it's non-linear. It goes in and out of conversation with these interviews. My first question is, why do you think the theater group chose to go back so many times throughout the year, and what do you think it was like when they went back and performed?